Alright, so I got my wheels. I got my new used pressure sensors in, and I'm going to go ahead and install these and get it down to the tire store and have him mount them up. Alright, so the fine folks at CNF decided to tell me that this wheel's bent to crap. So this is the one that's really a pain in the butt.
That's it.
And he's going to swap it with the spare, which is the same except it doesn't have the sensor. We're going to switch the sensor out. But these wheels are junk. Hey, it's Dave from the Redneck Garage. Well, this is going to be the last in the series of the Nissan NV200. We got the tires put on from CNF Tire. My buddy Nick down there did me a solid. I'm going to trade out swapping all the tires over for making a motorcycle key, so we both win. That's awesome. We're going to be putting the tires on, and I'm going to take a look at the front brakes to see how they're holding up at 45,000 miles on the fronts. I bought new pads from Amazon. There's a link below here. It was one of the most reasonable prices I found for the ceramic pads that don't leave a lot of brake dust. You know, the premium pads. Wasn't really that bad. So let's get going on that. Okay guys, I bought a new truck, and what do you think? This is actually my friend, the Milwaukee rep, Grayson. I just thought that'd be funny. Alright, so I got the new tires. I'm going to go ahead and swap out the two front ones with the new tires and the new wheels. Then we'll see where we're at from there. Hopefully I'll have one unbent tire on the front that I can put the other new tire on. So, awesome. Two bolts take it off, compress your piston, and slap it back on there, so we should be in good shape with that. So basically you're going to take these two bolts out, the top and the bottom. Look at those little boogers. Not much to them. And we're going to go ahead and take off our caliper. And it's a dual piston design. You can see the dual pistons. It looks like it's in pretty good shape. The pads are actually not that bad. I'm going to compare them to the other ones and see how much difference there is, but that's 45,000 miles on it, and that's actually pretty dang good, really. So here's the old one and the new one, and I mean, I tell you, they've held up great. I did buy the premium new pads, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw them on because I've got it off, and but there's a lot of wear left on these, but I'm going to go ahead and install them. Comes with all the clips and the new shoes, and everything looks pretty good. We're just going to put the new pads on and rock and roll. I'm not getting any pedal vibration, anything like that, where I'm going to want to have them turned. I've always just used a C-clamp. They make a spreader tool for pushing your pistons back in, but I've always used just a C-clamp and push them back in with one of the old shoes, and you should be ready to rock and roll. Put a little anti-seize on the two bolts, and she's back together, ready to go. Now I'll go in and I'll pump the pedal up to expand this before I do the other side, and put the wheel on. We should be good to go. The last thing I got to do is check the tire pressure on all the wheels. It's 42 in the front and 44 in the back, and because of the tire sensors, if it gets too far off, it won't register correctly and your light will come on. There was a little low. From looking at these tires, these are the two front ones. They actually wore fairly well. You can tell this one's a little bit more worn than that one, and I can see that there's a belt that's coming loose on this tire. So basically JK tires are, if you want to use the acronym JA tires, junky. You can see that this wheel is bent also, so this one's probably going to be my new rear one. If it's not bent, they'll tell me at the tire store whether it's bent up or not. That tire's trash and the other one's trash, so I feel good about getting the new tires and wheels. Alright, the tire pressure light went off, and the brake pedal's a lot higher on this thing, I can tell you that. And no, I'm not wearing my seat belts, whatever. It is riding a lot smoother as far as like you know, the feel of the road. That feels nicer. Now I don't know if that one last remaining wheel is bent, but I'll have them check it out when I put the other tire on. But for all intents and purposes, I've got new brakes, new tires on the front, new tire in the rear. I'm in really pretty good shape. So that's about it with this NV. The brakes weren't any different than like doing a Nissan Versa standard brakes. Very, very simple. Two bolts. Take it out, compress the cylinders, put them back on. Now I got the brake pads on. If you're getting a lot of pedal vibration when you stop, then you need to go ahead and either buy new rotors or have them turned. And if you don't replace your brake pads in time, you're going to dig into the rotor and then you're really in a mess. You might as well just get new ones anyway. So I got the front brakes on, I got the new tires on the front, I got new hubcaps, so we're ready to roll for a little bit longer. In reality, this is the first day it hadn't rained in like a week. It's cold, it's snowy, so I haven't had the motivation to get underneath the Jeep, but we will be this weekend because it's supposed to be up to 60 degrees, so I'm excited about that. I was amazed at the NV200 brakes on the front end at 45,000 miles. They look almost brand new, so a lightweight van is not going to wear the brakes out that fast. We put some new ones on it, they look great. So we're ready to roll a little bit longer with the NV200 without any problems, hopefully, on these tires. We're going to be switching over to the Continentals as soon as these wear out. Awesome. I'm David from the Redneck Garage. Keep turning wrenches.